One of the more exciting players in the world of golf. My goodness, has he given us lots of gifts of big moments. Two-time major champion, players champion, Justin Thomas, along with Hideki Matsuyama, Collin Morikawa. They are the 2-3 best iron players in the world. Certainly that's the case of Justin Thomas over the last 5-6 years. I'm going to try to trace the path of his club going back, the butt end of his club with the line, and show in transition how he moves out. That's how he shallows the club. Like Scotty Scheffler, it's a very upright golf swing. So as we take him back, just look at the butt end of his club and the path it takes on the way back, right? So the path this is taking on the way back. You see it right there. You see that butt end of the club. Now watch it when it transitions, right? You're going to see it transitions to the outside. So he's got this loop in transition. So if we're taking to the top, just to pause at the top, we could go back up to the top and sort of pause there where the club hangs. This is the thing I love when I'm watching the telecast of Justin Thomas, or I'm on the range watching him hit golf balls. I stand behind him, we get him to the top and pause maybe right there. So I stand behind him and I think, man, that's beautiful, right? He's right upright. His elbows are already kind of close together. So it's not like Collin Morikawa where he's got to get that right elbow getting closer, closing the gap between the left elbow to sort of shallow things out. He's in this great spot already to shallow the club out. But if the butt end of this club came more straight down like this, okay, the club shaft and head would be a little bit too steep. But if the butt end moves ever so slightly sort of, out towards the ball, that has the effect of the shaft closing. Now, the rub is, okay, amateurs say, well, wait, I do that. I get up to the top of it. The rub is you got to keep the shoulders closed. So if you can simultaneously keep the shoulders closed and get that butt end of that club working out, right? He's doing a lot of other things cool too. He's certainly working the core beautifully as he does that. So he's working the core, but he's got this separation between his lower body and his upper body in transition, right? And that the butt end of that club's moving out. Well, it's going to shallow out just perfectly, and the club shaft won't be coming at the ball from the outside in. It'll still have an inside track. So we'll take a look, just a couple toggles down into his downswing. Right, just a couple of things. You see that right there, how that club is laid down beautifully? And he actually does it so quietly. So there's nothing flash. There's no flash point in transition. He's going to generate a ton of speed here, but it's so quiet in transition. And I think amongst the many commonalities I see in the greatest players of today and yesterday is just, for the most part, how quiet they are in transition. Think of Jack Nicklaus, think of Tiger Woods, think of Phil Mickelson, just how quiet those players are in transition, and that's him. I mean, yes, this is in slow motion, but the next time he's on TV, just pay particular attention to how quietly his club transition, and then from there, obviously, man, he's turning on the speed. He turns on the speed a lot like Collin Morikawa, a lot like Tiger Woods, right? He's putting pressure into the ball of that foot. That heel comes up. The teachers call this the marching move. The heel's moving up in the backswing. The left heel should move up, and in the downswing, the right heel moves up. So he's putting pressure in. This is flexion in the legs, right? So he's putting pressure in here, but he's using that pressure to move the left side, to move that left side out of the way, to get that hip behind and get that left leg sort of straightening. And it's gorgeous. Remember when Tiger Woods came out in 1997? I mean, he looked very much like this. I've heard stories that Justin Thomas and his father Mike didn't like that move and they're trying to get rid of it. I sure hope they don't, because they think it's so important to his golf swing. But again, you see how he's planed out? I mean, look at that. I mean, that's gorgeous stuff right there. I mean, that is just planed out, right? So now then, he's already, again, we're going to see this commonality. Shoulders are closed, hips are open. I mean, you want to get better at golf? Get up to the top, feel your back on the target in transition. Right? Keep your back as long as you can. See if you can move that left hip out of the way while you got your back on the target. You'll know when you get right here in that delivery position that you can unwind all of it. But that is storing power right there. And then he's about to deliver it with this pedal right here. So take a look at him at impact. Just gorgeous as he moves down into impact. You can hardly do it any better than that. Had a bit of an off year in 2023, but he looks to be playing great late in 2023, early in 2024, looking for more great things and more major championships out of Justin Thomas. For more content like this, subscribe to our Golf Channel YouTube page below, and don't forget, you can catch all of our podcasts on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.